Well, we're at episode 46.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, pretty nice.
Yep. We had a pretty good one last week, and
Yeah.
things keep getting better and better.
Yeah. How about the weather? Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
Windy?
My wife wants a cookout tomorrow
Wow. That's pretty good.
on the grill. Might be our last time.
Well, I mean, the whole week is supposedly going to be into the
70, right? 60.
close to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the mid 60s, maybe 70s. Hey, you know what we did over the weekend? We went to
Oh, no.
uh,
Another, another fest. Let me guess.
yeah, it was a fest
What kind of fest?
in Easton. I think I told you this a month ago. I said watch
Well, there's
for
so many
November
fests. Garlic, this, that.
November 2nd,
Oh, yeah.
November 1st and
Oh.
2nd.
Yeah.
They had Bacon Fest.
Oh, a lot of dead pigs, huh?
Yeah. and actually, there were some environmentalists there
Oh.
talking about that.
Oh,
And,
interesting.
they had protests a little bit, but not a lot. There was just a little.
Right.
Believe me, nobody really cared because let me tell you, the bacon was flowing.
Oh, my
The
God.
beer was flowing. The burgers were flowing. And it was actually very nice. In fact, I would have to say it's my best bacon fest that I have attended because it seems like every time we go,
Yeah.
it's freezing. Or it's
Oh,
drizzling out.
Yeah, it's
or
November,
It's
sure.
raining a little bit, or something's not right. And I don't know. It just seemed it had expanded. It's a lot bigger.
Oh.
They're going down a couple more blocks now, eating that up, and yeah.
You know,
so it
2
was pretty
episodes
nice.
ago, we had a nutritionist here, and now we're eating bacon again.
Right? And would you believe she was with me and she didn't have anything like that? She was so good as far as her eating. We stopped at a little cafe. We did have a coffee. She had some kind of coffee with all this.
Got a lot of willpower.
She does. She
You're
does.
surrounded by bacon fest. How do you
I
have
know.
one strip, just
Joe.
one on a stick?
I had a bacon on a stick.
Oh
It
my
was so good.
Wow.
You would not believe how good it was. But
Oh, good. Good
Yeah.
for her. Good for you. That's fun. They always have those down there.
yeah, they do. Hey, you know what I got to? You know, ready for this? Did you ever hear of the mail service?
Yeah, I heard of mail
Alert-
service. I've been getting mail for
alert-
a long time.
Alert delivery. You can now go on your phone and you can see the mail that gets delivered to you. Like if you're away,
Yeah, I've had the app for 2 years.
you look at the you did.
You can see what mail pieces are coming, what packages. Yeah,
How come you never told me?
because I like to keep things secret.
Oh my God!
Yeah. There's a mail app that shows you the piece of mail coming in, and they
Yeah.
show you the pictures of the envelopes.
Yeah,
And everything.
right.
Yeah, that's because they get scanned at the post office, and now they're dumped into the app.
Wow.
That's how you can see it. Yeah, it's good, 'cause especially when I intercept something,
Right. Yep.
like another 10 hats from Vistaprint. Oh, they're coming USPS. It's coming tomorrow, hun. You got to go out. See ya. I'll get the mail.
Yeah. Well, we did our. Did you want to?
No,
You don't want to talk about it.
not yet.
Oh.
But we are coming up on 1 year. That we could talk about.
Yes, we are coming up on 1 year.
November 20th.
November 20th. 1 year. And if you have a chance to look at some of the older ones, like number 5.
I had to
or
pull.
8,
I pulled 5. I
Five.
pulled some of them.
God,
The very
they are,
first ones.
like, really, really bad. And we thought we were high tech.
Yeah,
Wow, this is great.
this is great. We had a curtain hanging behind us.
Yeah.
Oh my God! And I looked at number 1. It was just so funny. We're just sitting there in director chairs, and it was so bad. I couldn't believe that we even.
Bad.
It was so embarrassing to put on. I think it got 26 views.
Yeah, it was terrible.
But we're pros now.
Well, to a certain degree, but yeah, we're doing very good.
We're doing very well. And but speaking of very well, that's only because of you out there. Subs, keep subscribing. We're going to break $5,000 tonight.
Subs means subscriptions.
Yeah, subscription. Remember, non-paid subscription. There's subscribe, and then there's join.
Right.
Subscriptions are free. So just
How much is it to join? $3?
$3 or something a month or something. And
And
all we do, if we get enough subscribers doing that, or joiners, I should say, they'll get the videos a day early. Like little perks here and there, and
Yeah, that's
and when we get rich, you all get a free hat. So we
pretty
just
good.
sent one to a buddy of ours who's been helping us out with the channel, and he's really hoping that we get rich and famous so that he can auction off the hat.
Yeah, Mike.
Mike,
Our friend Mike.
yeah,
Yep.
that's what he told me today.
Hey, did you hear there was a Plane going from I think Houston to Washington D.C.
Yeah,
and
they
they had a
evacuated.
bomb scare.
Yeah, bomb
Yeah,
scare on the plane.
on the plane. Yep.
Right.
But it did land in D.C. and nothing happened.
No,
And,
of
yeah.
course not. Remember?
Now I'm looking at this. There's a bomb. There's a plane that just crashed in Kentucky, a UPS plane. So whatever you ordered is gone.
Now it's going to take that much longer to get.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Doesn't say much about it. Just says UPS plane crashes after takeoff in Kentucky.
Sounds like the FedEx plane that crashed in the movie.
Oh,
Tom Hanks.
Yes.
They're on a big island
Stranded
somewhere.
or whatever.
Yeah.
No, not Stranded.
Wilson. I don't know.
Yeah.
I forget the name of the movie. I
I
don't
forget the name of the movie.
One of my
too.
favorite
I
movies.
got it. Yeah.
It's cool.
I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, keep liking and subscribing, guys. I really, really appreciate it, man. It's helping us out a lot. We've got between the shorts and the long form videos, we're well over 100, 200 now, I think, or something total.
Yep.
So I just put up a couple of other little ones, especially with the relaxation thing. Whisper it like that. I made a little short so you can get relaxed like within a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're having fun. But some serious stuff coming up here.
Yeah. Serious.
So you get started.
Oh,
What do we
yeah.
got?
I mean, I just cannot believe this. But lately, the past couple of years has been coming to light. But what I just cannot believe that nobody's really done anything until now. It sounds like Trump's going to be just doing something. But in the country of Nigeria, in Africa, there are Christians being slaughtered. I mean, slaughtered. It started off. It's called Boko Haram insurgency,
Mm-hmm.
a conflict in northeastern Nigeria. It also spilled into countries of Niger, Chad, and the Cameroon. It began in 2009. Actually, began in 2002, but then now it's back 2009. And Boko Haram means Western education is forbidden. Never thought I would say, but isn't that terrible?
Wow.
It was actually founded, here it is, founded in 2002 by Mohammed Youssef. Initially, it was a religious movement opposing Western style beliefs. Completely,
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're not thinking like them.
From 2009 to 2013, Boko Haram launched attacks on police stations, schools, and churches. Now, I don't know if you remember, in 2014, they kidnapped 276 children.
Yeah, I
lady
saw that.
girls.
They're bandit. They call them bandit gangs.
Right.
And yeah, I got 287 school children.
Now that president, which was Barack Obama, he gave them some money, and he also gave them some equipment to try to find these
kidnapped kids.
kidnapped kids.
Mm-hmm.
Special equipment, GPS equipment, and things like that. And then Michelle Obama did a whole campaign that she was constantly on TV about these kids.
It's been going on for a while.
It's been going on for a while. That was 2009 to 2013.
Now Trump's saying that we may halt U.S. aid to there
Right.
until get this thing
Thank
straightened
God.
out. Yeah.
Thank God. The country is like 50% Muslim and 50% Christians, but they're killing the Christians roughly 8 to 10,000 a year. They're going into churches, and they're just mowing them down if they're praying in the church. They're going into farms. They're just killing the people on the farms. If you're a Christian, they want to just exterminate you.
Isn't this what Trump ambushed? What's his name? He ambushed in the Oval Office.
Oh,
When
I
they
don't
had
know if that was that him.
When he had the meeting.
That was that guy.
Yeah, and he
I
pulled up
remember
the
that.
videos.
Yes,
Yeah,
the videos. That's right. I remember that.
He
guy.
ambushed him right in the meeting and said,
Yeah.
"What do you mean it's not happening? Here it is."
But what bothers me is this has been going on basically since 2002.
Yeah.
And not one president, except for Barack Obama, which he
Yeah.
did a little bit. He
Yeah.
sent some money
Sure.
and some equipment to try to find these terrorists that were in the jungles of Nigeria. But since then, nobody's done anything until now. Trump is starting to bring it up and thinking about going over there and trying to eliminate this fascist
Yeah.
regime or whatever you want to call it. and
Sounds like it's worse than the
oh,
Hamas
it's
there.
part of what is it here? They're also impacted by Al Qaeda, ISIS.
Yep.
I mean, it's horrible. It really, I just can't believe it. And you know what bothers me? You have all these Christians, and because they're in Nigeria, majority of the country is black. Where's BLM?
Oh,
That BLM, they're
yeah, good
torturing
point.
everybody over here,
Wow.
bombing things,
Yeah.
and making you feel like you're an idiot because oh, you're not, all this stuff with George Floyd.
Yeah.
Where's BLM over there?
Yeah.
They're killing 8 to 10,000 people a year.
And they don't care, and they
Christians.
don't care what color.
They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I just can't believe it
Yeah.
that they're doing this.
And the leader of that country's got to do something, boy. That's,
Well,
to let that happen in your
he
country. Can you
well,
imagine
when
that
it
happened
started out in '02
here? Yeah.
to '09, he did kill a lot of the insurgents, but then it resurfaced again in '09 and started, really sprouting up again.
Wow.
So I mean, there's actually two fascists. There's Shakia fascists known for extreme brutality and
Hmm.
civilian attacks, and then the other one focuses on the military targeting controlled territories. They want to overthrow the government in Nigeria, and they want to become a complete what is that called? Sharia law
Oh yeah.
in the country,
Yeah.
and that's it. And if you don't abide by them, they kill you.
What was the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio about the diamonds?
Yeah, that
Blood
was
Diamond, right?
the Blood Diamond. Yep.
And look at what was going on there. It was the same thing. You saw
Oh.
those gangs come in and killing people, and
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
I don't know. I can't believe that nobody's really said anything. You never heard anything on the nightly news. I did, and that includes Fox too. I mean, I did hear
Oh
a
yeah,
little
no,
bit
I didn't
the
hear it.
past 3 or 4 years. I heard Fox News talking about it. I've always heard Bill O'Reilly talk about it all the time.
Hmm.
And now Trump, it sounds like he wants to try to do something, and they'll probably ridicule him for
Why is he
that.
getting
And
involved? Why is he doing
why
it?
is he doing this? He doesn't know what he's doing. It's their own war. Blah blah blah. All that stuff.
Yep.
But
Yeah, that's terrible.
yeah, it really is.
Well, hopefully we can do. And he's trying to make peace, but at the same time, how do you make peace without military action sometimes?
Right.
So you kind of caught between a rock and a hard
Yeah.
place. So
And out of those 276 girls, still to this day, as of April 2024, 90 of the girls are still missing. 90 out of the
Wow.
276.
trafficked or whatever too, probably.
Whatever. They're raped, killed.
Oh,
You know.
it's a lot of bad stuff in this world.
Yeah, I mean, I just can't believe that they never really talked about this. These are Christians, and
Yeah.
they're getting slaughtered.
Yeah. Well, the less they talk about it, less people know about it. But now you do.
Yep.
So hopefully we can get something done there. But we still got so many other things that are going on in this country. Like we don't have the government open yet.
Right.
It's 30. Today's the record. 34 days, 35.
35.
Right, it was 34 the last time. So we broke a record today. Right? And it's only Tuesday. When you see this video, it'll be like 36, 37 days.
Do you think that after the elections tonight, something will happen tomorrow? Or
I hope so,
next day,
because I'll tell you, and here's the thing, guys. This is simple math, right? We control the House and the Senate. It doesn't matter. When it comes to votes like this in the Senate, we need 60. We only have 53 seats. Right? So we need some Democrats to help us open the government. Now, I'm going to try to make things as clear as possible, because neither networks tell you everything, right? Fox is leaning one way, the other guy's leaning the other. So what we got to understand is the Republicans right now took a bill and stripped it down to nothing just to get the government open. And the Republicans voted 14 times. I'm sorry, the Democrats voted 14 times no.
Right.
There's nothing in the bill that's unusual or will do something radical to them. They just want to open it so they can negotiate their stuff. But what's happening is the Dems are trying to hold hostage. They're holding us hostage because they want to try to push this wasted money back into this bill, and they're making it worse, and they're not voting. Now, we're talking about people with SNAP money, all that stuff's running out,
Right.
and people need it. Now, I'll get on that in a minute. But they're demanding, it's like almost a ransom to get us to agree to these bills. And here's some of the things that are in the bill. This is what really ticks me off. They want to bring back some of the stuff that Trump got rid of. $4 million for global LGBTQI plus awareness campaigns around the world. $4 million for LGBTQI plus democracy grants in the Balkans. So we're talking about sending money for stupid stuff. And I don't care if it's LBGQ, whatever the letters are, or Sesame Street. Why are we spending this money just to make aware? We're aware. That's a freaking problem with the freaking world. We're aware that LGBTQ is here. We're aware of it. Yeah. We weren't never aware. It's 1% of the population, but we're so aware already, thanks to Biden and everybody else. We're aware already. We don't have to spend $4 million to do that. Then they want another $2 million for feminist Democrat principles projects in Africa.
Yeah. Hope they don't go to Nigeria.
Yeah, hope they don't go there. So, so the Republicans are not going to give in to this stuff that was wasteful money in the first place, right? Like doing some experimental stuff on rats about
I know
changing sex and all this crap. It's how you do, but they voted 14 times so far, and they still the Dems won't give in. Now we have.
What's these subsidies that they talk about from Obamacare? They were added on Obamacare because they found out that Obamacare was too expensive and it wasn't working right.
Well, what they want is to restore ready for this number? $200 billion in health benefits paid for by U.S. taxpayers back to the illegal aliens.
And non-citizens.
Can't
do that.
They want to take care of everybody, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to spend $200 billion, which brings me to another point. The SNAP benefits. Right. 41 million people collect SNAP benefits. You wonder why food is so expensive, because 41 million people get it for nothing.
Yeah.
But here's the worst part.
I know. They're probably not even citizens.
10%.
10%.
4 million plus are not eligible to receive it, and they're getting it anyway.
Why?
And those are the first idiots on TikTok going, where are my benefits? I had my 8th child just to make sure I make all this money.
Right.
And now you're telling me I have to go to work?
Yeah. I saw some lady that she was talking just like that. She talking about going to Walmart and she doesn't have money for Walmart and she's got 5 kids.
Yeah.
And all this, it's horrible. It really is. Why would our government do this? I mean, I don't understand.
They don't want to do it. That's what Doge was about. They wanted to stop all this fraud. It's our money.
I know it is.
And we're just a small cog in this giant gear, but it just doesn't make sense to spend that kind of money for research for feminist democratic principles in Africa. What?
Yeah.
So 4 million people don't deserve those things in the first place. So you know what I got to say to those 4 million people? Get a job.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but and I'm going to go off on a little bit of tangent here. Bill and I have been working since we're 16 years old.
Yep. And
we worked and we got what we got because, once in a while, I had an argument with my wife one time because I understand she feels bad for people that done. Some people in her family struggle a little bit. I understand that. But sometimes she'd make a remark like, well, I don't want to have them here because they see what we have and I feel bad. Well, don't ever feel bad. If you guys work for your money, don't feel bad because we did. Bill and I put food on the table for our family
since we were
50 years.
Yeah, 16 years old. 15, 16 years old.
Yeah.
Started part-time, then worked, Yeah.
You think my parents bought me a car? My first car was a 1978 Trans Am. Loaded. New.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I worked 2 jobs.
Yeah.
Of course, the payment was only $128.
Well, that was a lot back then.
Yeah, but I only made $200 a week. Well, so if you're out there and and these people that get rich, right? They come over. Maybe I will mention that. We have immigrants that come over here with $100 in their pocket, and they work hard, they do whatever, and they're millionaires today.
Yeah.
They worked for it. They didn't take government handouts all the
Right.
time.
Right.
Now, I know people that need it. God bless you. We want to help as much as possible. But boy, I would like to see that 4 million people and really dive in to see if they're not eligible, why? You're not eligible, why are you getting it? Why aren't you getting a job? And why are you, and I'm not trying to be a real jerk here, but sometimes I see guys
Standing on the corner.
standing on a corner.
And McDonald's or some other
Yeah.
store or restaurant has got a help wanted sign.
Right.
And the guy standing out there waiting for a
You
handout.
could literally see the help wanted sign.
Right.
And he's standing there for.
Well, who's dumb? We're dumb because we hand him the $5 or the $10,
Well,
and he goes home at night with probably $50 or $60 in his hand,
Yeah.
or maybe even more.
And I don't do that. What I do, and I mentioned this on podcast way back, I bought him a meal one day.
Yeah.
A Chick-fil-A meal with a soda. I'm not giving them cash to buy drugs or whatever else or whatever they're going to.
Right.
You want to eat? I'll feed you.
Right.
But they're looking for help. Where I got this food, there's a help. Well, here's an application. That's what I'm going to start handing these guys in the corner. Application. Come on. Have you seen some of the people that work at McDonald's?
Oh,
They take anybody.
yeah.
I mean, not for nothing, but God bless you. Whoever wants to work, I'm happy for you. But boy, they're definitely an equal opportunity employer. Anyway, so the government thing again, hopefully we're going to have another vote. Hopefully maybe after this midterm, these local elections get done.
Yeah.
And, we get things turned around. We got to open the government because these people that legitimately need it are starving. I know there's some family members that, I know that need it for health problems. They can't work. They got bad hearts, things like that, and they're missing out.
And then you got Thanksgiving coming up for travel with air travel.
Right,
with
the FAA.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
People are sitting on a
And
tarmac.
people don't realize they're talking about a lot of it on TV about the air traffic controllers, but the TSA agents.
Yes.
Yeah, you want to go. You want people to just go through the line. Nobody's checking them,
Right.
with their bags and everything.
Yeah.
That's all you need is one person say, "Oh, I can blow up a plane here."
I know.
Yeah. Then you're going to really hear all hell break loose.
Well, let me tell you, and
Something like
Thanksgiving
that.
is one of the highest travel days, or weekends, whatever, and they're sitting on the tarmac for an hour
My daughter's
just to take off.
Yeah, my daughter came from Florida, from Orlando, and before she could take off in Orlando, she sat there for 3 hours on
Yep.
a plane.
Imagine
3
that.
hours.
The
fly
flight's
up
a
and
half
do it.
hour, 3 hours on the
Yeah.
ground. You could have drove by then. Really bad. It's really getting bad. And I'm sorry, but the Dems are trying to hold hostage. In fact, Schumer said, the longer we hold out, the stronger we get, or
Right.
something to that effect. So they're admitting that they're holding the American people hostage.
Perfect person to listen to is look up John Fetterman.
Oh yeah, I was going to mention him. Thank God, thank heavens he's on our side.
Yeah.
He really said, "I am not going to put myself in front of the American
Right.
people."
He's not so much that he's on our side.
No.
He's making sense.
Right.
He said, "Well, we can negotiate all this stuff after we open the government."
Right.
He said it. I saw an interview with him. The reporter was asking, "So what do you think?" And he said, "We should open up the government. Then we could talk about all these things."
Yeah.
He says, I feel bad. He said, because I have people coming up to me and said, "Well, how am I going to get this?" I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I'm sorry about it. I'm embarrassed by it, but you're right.
I
we
can't
should
do- one
open up the
person can't do
government.
it. Yeah.
Right.
So I think there was one that voted and two were independent, and that's it. I mean, the rest of them are just holding ground to try to get this bullshit put in it. So that's what's happening, folks. You want to try to blame the Republicans, you can try that all you want, but bottom line is there's nothing in our bill we just want to open it.
Yep.
So let's vote. Let's get this thing open. We got a lot of people relying on the government, and even though it shouldn't be that way, it's just what it is. So look on your computer, see if you got any updates on the mayoral race in New York.
No, not really. It's
We'll
just
talk about that now.
no. There's nothing going on. Virginia voters identified top issues as key statewide race hangs in the balance. That's all it says. That's in Virginia. So, but there's nothing here developing or anything like that. We won't know until tomorrow morning.
Yeah, actually,
Especially the Jersey one. The
Yeah.
Jersey one is going to be the one that's going to be real tight.
Oh yeah, they were only like 2 points
Yeah,
apart.
that's going to be real tight. Whereas the New York one, I think Mondani or Mandani,
Yeah,
he's
Mandani,
probably
yeah.
going to take it. I'm sure.
Well, I know Cuomo was closing in, and what I said a few weeks ago is that if Sliwa, because he's not going to get in, because he just is not close enough, but his 8, 10, 12 points could help Cuomo get in. And then when you have Trump, who backed Cuomo, who's a Democrat,
Yeah.
that really didn't do a lot of good things in his
Right.
term. And
Well, did you hear what he said? I'd rather have a bad Democrat than a
yeah,
communist.
yeah. Well, it's true. I mean, this Mondani, and I'll tell you something too, and I hope everybody's listening. At least we get 10,000 to listen. Hopefully 100,000. This guy saying all this stuff like rent. They're gonna lock your rent rate. There's only a small percentage of those housings that are rent controlled.
Rent control.
And he
correct.
doesn't have the
He doesn't have
power
power to
over
do
that.
Right.
You're not going to get a rent-free apartment.
Right.
You're not going to get this stuff that he's
And you're not
talking
going to
about.
get the free buses too. That's done by the state, not the mayor, not the city of New York.
Right. He's
And-
promising all this stuff. And we know government-run grocery stores don't work. Now you're going to put out legitimate families that have these bodegas and, grocery stores, whatever. I just don't see it happening. I think he's catering to the younger group because he's good on social media. He's Mr. Smiley, handsome guy,
Yeah.
and saying all this stuff
Yeah.
because a generation now below us, two below us at least, free. I get it all. We're gonna get it all for
right.
free.
That's what people. Yeah, that's what they're listening. Oh, it's free.
That's why there are so many people on this on relies on the government. You got to work.
Yep.
I mean, there was a time my wife and I went through a really tough time, and we had to get some stuff, a little help, but we didn't get thousands of dollars. There's people out there on TikTok going, I got 8 kids, I'm getting $4,000 a month. Crazy. Anyway,
Yep.
So the New York race, we'll see what happens. It's only like 7:02 our time.
Yeah.
So we won't know anything until 9 o'clock when the polls close, and then it starts to
Right.
come out. So I'm gonna be up late tonight.
Right. You're gonna be up late, but realistically, probably tomorrow we'll have everything. It'll be all cleared up.
And we'll see what happens in New Jersey too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we could share this one. Trump was on 60 Minutes again.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't see the whole thing. I know you did.
Well, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I do got the bullet points here. So, first of all, 2 times ago he was on. He walked off.
Yeah, with Leslie Stahl.
Yeah, he just left. That's the way to do it.
Yep.
You don't like it? Just leave. They talked for 90 minutes, and they only aired 28 minutes of the
28
segment.
minutes. Yeah.
Now, CBS did release the longer version, so
On
there was more to
YouTube?
it.
It's on
Yeah.
YouTube, right?
Yeah. This was on November 2nd, right after the NFL game. And, and I got to say, and this is where, he talks a lot. And I know he wants to blow up what he's doing and make things better. And he did say a lot of things that they did some research on that were not true. And I did it myself. He was saying that there's going to be like $17 trillion in investments brought into the U.S. And it's just the way he is. His style is, this is the way it is and I'm doing it and whatever. But, on the website for the White House, they only said 8.9 trillion. So he almost doubled it when he was talking to 60 Minutes. And I understand why they fact checked it. They fact check him. They found something like 14 things that he said, 18 things that were false that he claims was happening. Now, are they really false or they're just exagerated? I think he exaggerated.
You have them listed here?
No, I don't have them all listed, no.
You have some?
The biggest one was the bit about $17 trillion in U.S. investments that are coming in. More than 17 trillion. Now he says, 17 trillion coming in, more than 17 trillion. In fact, a lot more than 17 trillion.
But wouldn't he know? I mean, they're fact checking him. How do you know that they're right?
Well, if I fact check the 17 million.
How do I know that you're right?
I'm not. Gronk is right.
Gronk.
Gronk. Grok, whatever it is. The AI thing. AI doesn't lie. What AI does is pretty interesting. I was watching how it worked, and I put in a question because I wanted to talk against 60 Minutes, but I couldn't because they did all the research. He goes out and finds all these things and then brings it back into an answer. And they're right. He overestimates what's happening. And, he is, I think part of the problem is that everybody's so against this guy that he's overcompensating for himself. He just overcompensates himself, and it's more than really what's happening.
You know what they've done to this man the last 4
I know.
years
I don't disagree.
with lawsuits,
Yeah.
getting shot at once and almost a second time. I mean, then they killed Charlie Kirk. All the
I still can't
lawsuits,
get over
all the
that.
money, all the lawyers, all this bullshit they all accused him of.
So
He's just ridiculous.
well, and I was going to mention that the Leslie Stahl interview. You know, he sued.
Yes.
He
And
got
he won.
$10 billion
Yeah.
from Paramount, which is CBS's parent company,
Right.
actually.
Which is now
They settled.
Skydance,
Listen to this. He sued for $10 billion. He got $16 million. He settled for. And why did he settle for only $16 million? Because he's trying to prove a point. He was right. They never apologized, though. This was, we'll give you the money, but we're not going to apologize for what happened. And the same thing, he sued them for the Kamala Harris thing before the election. They cut it up so bad and made her look like a genius, and she's not. Let's be real. So, everybody's got their own taste and what's going on. But, there's AI out there that you can look up your own facts. Watch 60 Minutes, watch what he says, look it up yourself, and maybe there is 18 things he exaggerated. But what he's been through, like Bill just said, it's constant. No matter what happens. And remember, we mentioned this on the last podcast. The last time the government was closed for 30-some-odd days, Trump was in office. And just to prove a point to make him look like crap, they're doing it again.
Oh yeah, they're gonna.
Sorry.
If things really start happening, like people can't fly, they can't do this, and this SNAP benefits and stuff gets held up again. I know that the judges said that he could release funds to fund that.
Yep.
I think the media is so against him, they're going to turn around and say this is all Trump's fault. See, you guys voted for Trump.
Yeah.
This is what's happening.
Yep.
And they're going to make it look like he's an idiot, and then they're going to start with the impeach.
I know. Yeah.
It's nuts. But I want to back up for a second. This is just my opinion. He's the president of the United States. Why do we have to all fact check him? Oh, let's get him. Let's try to get him and make him look like he's an idiot.
Yeah,
You think they would have done that with Obama? You think they would have done that with Biden?
No, but they didn't, because they make the fool of themselves pretty.
I mean,
For
why
now.
do they have to do it on Trump? Why just on Trump? Why? I mean,
They did it last time. They did it last time he was in. And then when you look at the last week, regardless, we know behind the scenes Biden had a lot of things he did, right? But
falling asleep in his soup.
when you look at him and you look at what was happening towards the end, nobody was getting all over this guy. It was crazy.
I know.
It's just Trump. And I'll
Just
be
Trump,
frankly honest, I hope he gets all these wars fixed. He does a great job. Gas goes down. We're all making money to get another Republican in there, hopefully J.D. Vance. And then he's gone. I don't want to hear the shit anymore. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, it is. It's
exhausting, especially when you report the news like we do.
But I just don't. I don't know.
No,
I like the guy. I think the guy is. I think he's doing great things for the country.
When he did The Apprentice, it was one of my favorite shows. Everybody made fun of him the way he fired people and all. But if you watch the show, it's pretty. You could almost tell who's going to get fired because they didn't do a good job or whatever the project was that they had to do for the show. But yeah, he's just what he is. What he is. And we could say the same thing about Obama. Look at what he is, and so who knows? But and he's out again because he's trying to talk up, talk up the Dems again.
Oh yeah.
But look, guys, I read it to you. You already know. We just want to open it. I'm not saying we, because we try to see both sides. But the Republicans want to open it. There's nothing in the bill to stop it. Let's just vote it in. Let's open it up.
On a sad note, I guess, Dick Cheney passed away.
Oh yeah. I was going to mention that.
Sad note to a certain degree. I thought back in '93 when we went to war with Iraq and all that, I thought it was the right thing to do. It turned out to be the biggest screw up. I want to say something else, but I won't.
Yeah.
The biggest screw up there was We didn't get anything out of that. We got told soldiers that were killed. We got Iraqi people that were killed. We didn't get any oil from them. We didn't do anything, and it was a mess afterwards. And it was all basically Dick Cheney who set that up, and George W. Bush, and
But wasn't
uh,
that the false?
Rumsfeld, and all them.
Yeah, but wasn't that the false pretense that they had weapons of mass destruction? They never
That's what
did.
I'm saying. They never did. They didn't, I guess, look into it properly. I mean, first of all, we know that Al Qaeda was the one that did 9/11.
Right.
And they all pointed to Osama bin Laden,
Yeah.
who has nothing to do with Iraq.
Right.
I was sitting there thinking, well, this is definitely the right thing to do. This is back in '03 when we attacked Iraq. Oh, this is the right thing to do. But I'm saying to myself, Osama bin Laden had nothing to do with Iraq. Why are we hitting Iraq? And a lot of people said, oh, well, because George W. Bush wants to finish what his father started,
Oh,
which
yeah.
was in
well,
'89, the
that's-
war in '89.
I did hear that. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it was a total debacle.
Disaster.
It really was. It was a disaster. Probably one of the worst things we ever did. And but unfortunately, he's gone. He had a long career, long political career. I know he hated Trump. And
Yeah, of course.
oh my God, did he hate
Of
Trump?
course. Actually, I think, where I did read that on his tombstone, he said, here lies what his years that he birthed. And he died at 84, 86.
84.
Yeah. And right at the bottom, he put, I do not like Trump
Yeah. Yeah.
on his gravestone.
Well, a lot of people say that he came out with that because Trump criticized the Iraqi war.
Well, of course. Yeah.
He said it
Yeah.
was the worst thing we
Fight
could have
back
done.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But so that's about it. We mentioned it a little bit earlier, but we have our anniversary coming up November 20th. The show we have a special guest. That you wouldn't believe that these two clowns could get on the show,
Yeah.
but we did.
Yep.
And wait till you see. It's good. It's going to be a long one. And so that'll be out November 20th. We're celebrating our anniversary. By then, our subscribers continue to grow.
Yep.
And we're doing really good. So,
Yep.
again, I want to say thank you again out there. And, keep the channel growing. Really appreciate everything you're doing.
Yep.
And that's it. I'm Joe.
And I'm Bill. Very good.
All right, Bink. Good
See
night.
ya. Bye bye.